Hello, people. I am coming on today uh, because I may not be on tomorrow. Well, I'm just letting you know I may not. I got to go to work, okay? And I don't know how I'm going to feel before, whatever. It's a mind thing, okay? I got to get my mind right, okay? But I have a question for the cards, okay? And I am feeling really today in particular, I'm feeling really suspicious about this case. Okay. Really suspicious. What is really going on? This just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't. Okay. It makes sense that it doesn't make sense. Okay? And I'm tired of the BS. Oh, but I'm gonna tell you what I came across, honey. Okay. Oh, did you see Lady Zell? She did okay. Oh, and she got her a new big book of bull. Okay. Hey, Rodinia. Okay. Now she was telling about it was boy, I fell out laughing when she came. Okay, man, I'm telling you. She was talking about this movie she had saw called Woman's World, okay? And she was talking about this just came on, okay, about a husband and a wife, okay? And the thing was, they was at a restaurant. They went to a restaurant that they went when they first dated or whatever. He had mentioned the fact that there used to be a guy here by the name of Tommaso. Okay. And I guess he asked one of the waiters, like, oh, yeah, I remember Tommaso. Yeah, okay, right. So apparently, she said, Tommaso had served them, okay, made up their dinner that they ordered from the past, okay, right? And he asked the wife, because apparently they came there at two different times. So he asked the wife, okay, what brought you here? And she says, well, what brings a person back to the place of happiness? What brings the killer back to the scene of the crime? She said, oh, no, wait. I said, no, oh, I fell out. She said, why does a person return to a place of happiness? Why does the killer return to the scene of the crime? I fell out, boy, when she said that. It's just funny how life works, okay? It's just funny. Hello, Sin and Karen. How you guys doing? It was so funny. Okay, but here's the thing. Let me tell you what happened last night. Okay. You know how I tell you that I like to watch the videos, in the past to see how they compare to today. I was watching Psychic Mara. She did a reading on this case a month ago. This was like a month ago. Okay. I had just, well, I hadn't just watched, okay, but I did see a psychic, okay. I got to look in my histories because I be going through, I have to look way back. Anyway, I was looking at a psychic and it is so interesting, okay, when I look back on that video she did, okay, with Nancy, and those two clicked, okay, not in the same exact way, but they clicked. Let me tell you what it was, okay. Mara says that the person, one of the perpetrators, was a police officer or She said, yeah, she said he was a police officer, is what she said. Okay. But he doesn't, he no longer works there. Okay. The psychic said that this was a detective, a retired detective who does PI work, personal investigator, okay, on the side. He's retired from the police department, okay? So we got retired, no longer works, okay? And he does stuff like this as well. But he's not a private investigator, okay? So he is not, he doesn't do this, okay, out in the public. You have to know him, okay? And he doesn't do it too often. This is what she's saying. Psychic Mara was saying, this person no longer works for the police department. She said, but he does nefarious things. He's supposed to be protecting the public, and he's not. It's basically what she was saying. I don't know what word for word, but what my point is, the connection. The connection. Used to work there, retired. Same thing, okay. And I'm like, well, look at that. Yeah. So, not to mention, I keep getting the cards of authority in reverse, like the Emperor, the Knight of, the King of Swords, and the King of Wands in reverse. Catch that tea. Hey, Ramona. Things that make you go, I'm like, oh. And you know how life just throws you this stuff, okay? But there's got to, and you know that there's got to be meaning in there, okay? Just like with Lady Zell was watching that movie, and the man happened to have the same name, Tommaso, and the lady had made the comment she made. What brings you back? She says, what brings you back to a place of happiness? What brings the killer back to the scene of the crime? I'm like, ooh, okay. So interesting. Okay, so let's ask the cards. Okay, if you don't know, we got the Violet Veil going. Okay, she's been doing the business here. So I want to ask: does one of the perpetrators in the Nancy Guthrie missing persons case used to work for the police department? Oh, so it worked. Oh, so you put it's draining. I know that's a relief. Right. We be watching the same videos. Did you see Lady Zelda? So you actually put some honey on it and it worked. It caused it to drain. And she got her a new big bookaboo. Oh, Ramona, you walking. Oh my God. Okay. Thank Jesus. Oh, I could just feel the relief. Yes. Oh, I know that just feels so good. Girl, I just feel it right in my bones. Okay. That draining. Yes, God is good. Yes. I am so glad. And you're taking them antibiotics. Ooh, child. Yes. Yeah, you might have got bit by something, okay? I'm wondering. I mean, in your sleep. And then it didn't hit right. Right. Okay. Oh, I got to remember that. So, honey, put it on and it'll draw. What about a pimple? Do I do that with honey? I don't like honey. I don't like the taste of honey by itself. I love it in food, but I don't like it by itself. Yeah, see, that's what I figured. Okay. Okay, so I want to ask the cards, okay, and I'm not going to get into an elaborate thing, okay. I want to know, is there an police officer involved in the abduction of Nancy Guthrie? Okay. Now, what I'm looking for is just what I told you. The Emperor, King of Swords, or the King of Wands in reverse. Okay. That represents leadership. That represents corruption. That is represents a misuse of power. Let's just see. Okay. What can you tell us? Was there a police officer, a retired police officer, ex-police officer involved? It doesn't have to be officer. Let's see. Did one of the perpetrators in the Nancy Guthrie missing persons kidnap abduction case work in law enforcement? Mm-hmm. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. Let's see. King of Wands in reverse. Abuse of power, arrogant, and selfish. Okay, are the key words. Now, the reverse king can abuse his power to bully people. His pursuit of his goal may also turn into selfish arrogance. Distance yourself from this energy. So, this is an evil person. No, not Patty. Not Patty. Witch hazel, aloe vera, green tea, and okay, so I have the witch hazel. I could get some tea tree oil. Okay. Woo. Thanks for the heads up, Ramona girl. Okay. So that's an abuse of power. Wow. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Now, in this book, Seven of Cups. Wait, yeah, Seven of Cups. I said Pentacles. I meant Cups. Seven of Cups in reverse. Illusions and overwhelming options. Okay, so your options may be overwhelming, but it's time to make a choice. They also warn that some options are illusions. Okay, so basically, it's like a setup. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Supposed to rain today, but I'm in Southern California, honey. Okay, all that rain. What am I looking at? King of Pentacles. Okay, I done went way past what I'm supposed to. Okay. I take that with a grain of salt, honey, when they talk about rain. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles is, oh, leadership, prosperity, and wealth. Okay, now this king is a person in your life who develops a plan and leads the charge in projects. The thoughtful and methodical, he's thoughtful and methodical. His success brings wealth to himself and those around him, apparently. Okay, and he's next to the Seven of Cups. So it's like we got a king money out here, okay, who's leading the who's leading this, but we got corruption at the bottom. King of Swords, didn't I tell you? King of Swords in reverse. I just told you. I'm looking for the Emperor, the King of Swords, or the King of Pentacles in reverse. We have the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, I mean the King of Wands, excuse me, in reverse. So I'm taking it because I'm going back. I'm going back to when it all started because all this BS I'm getting sick of, okay? And it's just a setup. And it's just round and round is getting views and all this kind of stuff. So be it. But the lady, I'm trying to find out what happened to Miss Nancy. Okay. And who better else to set up a crime scene and to fool the public than somebody that worked for the department? Allegedly. Oh, and we got the Queen of Swords in reverse. Whoa! The Violet Veil don't play. She don't play. Okay, so the King of Swords in reverse is somebody who's dominated and abusive. Okay? He's facing the king. He's looking at the King of Pentacles, King Money. The Queen of Swords in reverse, why is she looking in that same direction? See her with her head turned? Okay, so everybody looking at King Money. Okay, so the Queen of Swords in reverse is someone who's manipulative and overly critical. So, oh, I just realized we got two men and a woman. Oh, two men and a woman. Let's see how this takes us, okay? Because I wasn't even planning on going like this. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm starting to get spooked. There you go. We found the culprits, you guys. We found the culprits. Just like we said, two men and a woman. And she's vicious too. Okay. The Queen of Swords in reverse. She's an expert manipulator. One is a person who takes advantage of the situation, okay, to their advantage, for their satisfaction. Reiterate your boundaries to avoid getting hurt. So this is someone who's manipulative, okay? And with the King of Swords in reverse, somebody who's abusive, okay, judgmental and dominating. There you have it. And then we got the King of Pentacles, King Money. Why not come forward and get your punishment? Well, because it wasn't supposed to be that way, honey. This was supposed to be, why do you think they got all the setups going? They got the back door propped open, blood at the front door, okay? And nothing stolen, okay? So yeah, that kind of lets you know you're being led astray here, okay? And we're going to talk about that back door being open, okay? So let me look at, okay, because this is the moon. We got smoke and mirrors, and we got the moon surrounding both of these folks. They're the three. Okay, I can't, let me stop my finger from doing that. Oh, the three right here, right? I want you guys to see this. We may never get this spread again, but it's there. You got your three people right there. I must have asked the right question because there go the three right there. The moon, 10, 15, 18. The moon. Illusion, subconscious, and confusion. Confusion. Oh, yeah. The moon is illuminating what has been hidden. Oh, what has been hidden. That's why you got that full moon. Okay? And so this is all to start seeing and accepting the shadowy aspects of the situation. Two of Swords. Okay. They had choices, okay? So they looked at different scenarios, I believe, okay? There were choices. And they had to decide. They had to decide on what choice they would make. And there's the Lovers. And the king, okay, here's the King of Money. King of Pentacles is over the Lovers card. Okay. So it's kind of like giving me the impression that he was the boss of them. And these two are the Lovers. The Queen of Swords and the King of Swords in reverse are the Lovers. The Sun in reverse. So we got depression with him. And we have the King of Cups. Okay. Oh, we got some more male energy coming in. Okay. So these may not be the lovers. They're working together. Okay. But they may not be the lovers. These two, the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords in reverse, seems more like a likely couple. You have a leader and a follower, and the woman is vicious. She's very manipulative. Okay. He seems to be more emotional. And Temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse could be too much drinking. Not to mention he's standing in water with fish jumping out of it. Okay, so he drinking like a fish. Okay, so he must be an alcoholic. Let's see. This is Temperance in reverse. And the moon too. Oh yeah. Uh. Hmm. Yeah, it's an imbalance. It's extreme. It's excess. Yeah, he drinks too much. He drinks too much. Oh, perhaps you've been overindulging in food, drink, a behavior, or an emotion. Scale things back and keep in mind the long term effects of your actions. Yeah, okay. So we're kind of, what we're getting here is a picture. We're getting a picture. I don't know, okay. We're getting a picture of these people. So this brings, okay, we got the King of Cups and we got the King of Swords. So we still have two men and a female, and we got King Money over the lovers. I'm telling you, honey, we done got on the road. I don't even have my water. Woo, child. I'm trying absorbing this because this is speaking. So the Seven of Cups in reverse. Well, the Seven of Cups is illusion, but it also represents options. It also represents emotional options. Okay, and with the Two of Swords at a crossroad, needing to make a decision, being underneath it is telling me that you had options. Okay, you had options. Okay, I asked, was the person involved worked in law enforcement? Ever worked in law enforcement? King of Swords in reverse, yes. King of Wands in reverse, yes. Right. Okay. I'm also getting the feeling, you guys, that this is not Savannah and Annie and all them. These are some other people. These are the people. These are the hands-on people. These are the hands-on people. Ace of Cups. Seemed like it was an emotional decision. And the Tower. The Tower came over the lovers, or the lovers are going over the Tower. Uh huh. The Nine of Swords in reverse. So the ex-police officer, King of Swords in reverse, who's depressed and whatnot, okay, is trying to make some type of recovery. Hold on. Let me get my cat. I want her. Eat the poo-poo. You want to go outside? Come on. Okay, now you're going to switch your butt around away from here. It's nice out. It's supposed to rain. You going out? Okay. So, let me look at the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, we want to make sure we stay on track. Unresolved issues, guilt. Ooh. Well, it's too late for all that, okay? You're on the cups. You're on the verge of restoring balance in your life, but there's still some unresolved issues about. Fear and guilt might still have a hold on you. Let it go and trust that you're okay, that you'll be okay. But he know he ain't gonna be okay. He can't say that, okay? But hey, there you go. And the thing about it is, I don't feel sorry when they get these reverse cards, okay? I really don't. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. There we go with the magician with his tricks. The magician with his tricks. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Manifested all kind of stuff. The back door, the front door. Oh, yeah. The flower pot. And then the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So the wishes were not fulfilled. Even though they had tricks, they were unfulfilled. It didn't go as planned. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now we got some more feminine, okay? We got to look her up. This talks about selfishness, okay? Oh, it was a selfish decision that was made. An emotional, yeah, selfish. Didn't have the right motives, okay? Somebody whose motives are not right. So that's interesting because this is feminine energy here too. And the Strength card in reverse. Oh, wow. We got three major arcanas. The Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, King Money is over the Lovers, the Tower, and the Strength card. So it's like, yeah. Let me keep going. Ace of Pentacles. Opportunities. Opportunities and ambitious. Prosperity. and the Hangman in reverse. The Hangman in reverse. Impatience, okay? Stagnation. Now, this talks about not seeing, refusing to let go of the past, refusing to see things in a different perspective, okay? Impatience. Okay, and this is going over, this is the Queen of Swords in reverse and the King of Cups, like the lovers. Okay, they had their tricks and rushing in. See, they rushing in, and the Six of Wands. Okay, rushing in. Okay, trying to feel. I guess they're feeling victorious. That's the victory card. Okay, in their actions. But we also have the Moon, Temperance, and the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is in reverse. So it's a false sense of security hanging over a victory. So it was a false sense of victory. They are being investigated. The sheriff department, not the cops. This is the sheriff department. They're being investigated. Okay. And this, okay, this person is okay. The question was, did they used to work for the police department? Okay, because the reason why I say that is because I don't know, or the sheriff department, I don't know what field, okay, it was in a position of authority and they are corrupt. I'm gonna do one more row, and they are corrupt. I don't believe this person still works for the police department. Okay, and then we have conflict, competition, and the Ten of Pentacles, family. So this looks like there was competition, conflict in the family. See, and I was listening to this lady too. She had a point, and I feel the same way because of the cards that are coming out. Okay, that she was also saying that this family is not as close as they want you to think they are. This family is not close like that, and I would think not, because he's in Vermont, she's out here, and he's out here with the mom. Savannah's in New York with her job. Okay, that doesn't sound like a family of closeness to me. Okay, so there's conflict within the family. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. So This talks about a lack of clarity. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, let me see what the book says. Ace of Swords in reverse. Miscommunication and a creative block. Yeah, so this is confusion. Yeah, this is confusion. The Knight of Wands in reverse. This is disappointment. Straight up. I'll tell you that now. Disappointment. Okay. We got confusion and disappointment. And there we go with the Queen of Wands. And victory is over the Queen of Wands. Okay. But it may be a false sense of victory, because we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is wishes fulfilled. Okay. Well, it's turned upside down. It's in reverse. Queen of Wands. Okay. Lack of confidence and insecure. Oh, really? Oh, wait, I'm reading it in reverse. I'm sorry. It's not in reverse. I'm sorry. This talks about confidence, courage, courage and leadership. But there's disappointment. Mm, okay. So there you have it, guys. Okay. Yes. Allegedly, everything's allegedly my interpretation. Okay. So the possibility of someone that worked in law enforcement may be involved. Okay. Maybe. It's all alleged. Okay. This is for your entertainment, and I hope you're being entertained. Okay. And we have confidence, but it's overshadowed by a false sense of victory and disappointment. The thing about it is, maybe being jealous of each other or whatever, they probably would never know it because they not all together like they trying to portray that they're being. Their family has been affected with their missing mother. Their connections are to the mother, not each other. Ooh, that rhymes. Their connection is to the mother, not each other. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. I really appreciate it. Okay, so the next question that I had, I just going to see what the cards say because we pretty much know it, the answer. But here's the thing. They were talking about the back door being propped open. Okay, now they're telling us the back door was propped open with the flower pots. Why are we getting all this information all of a sudden? Do they have somebody? Now they can release all these details? Because we sure weren't getting these details before. And the door being propped open. What about the door? What is your theory? My theory, my interpretation of the door being open was so that they can take her out the back door, not the front like you thought, but the back door, and propping it open So you don't have to you don't have to touch nothing. You don't have to bang. Okay. Just go on through the door. So she may have been taken out the back. The pot was brewing. She may have been taken out the back door rather than the front door. So, regardless of all that, to me, it was all staged. Okay. What was staged? I don't know. But it certainly seems staged to me. You got blood going out the front door, but you got the front door locked, and you got the back door propped wide open. And why would you prop a door open? You prop a door open if you're carrying something out and you don't want to be banging and okay, you got both of your hands are occupied. I feel the same way, Ramona. I feel the same way. And it's all catching up. Yep. Yep. I feel the same way. All catching up. Mm-hmm. That's the way I feel. You can't tell me the bed wasn't messed up. Well, see, that's the thing. See all this confusing stuff that they're throwing out there. Why are y'all confusing the situation? You would think you would want an investigation and you would want to put out clear communication. These are people who work and depend on clear communication. She may have, I wouldn't be surprised if she was taken out of her bed. I wouldn't be surprised if she was carried out the back door. It could be a prop as well. Back door, front door. See what I'm saying? It's all a setup. It's all a setup, allegedly. What can you tell us about the back door? What's the energy in Nancy Guthrie's back door being propped open with the flower pots? See if I can read this. What can you tell us? What's that energy about? The back door being propped open with flower pots. And this was a double door, a regular door and a screen door. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. The back door being propped open. It was a decision. Two of Swords. They didn't know whether to go out the front or the back. Nine of Cups. Abundance. Okay. Maybe there was too many doors to go out. Maybe they had too many options. Okay. Mm-hmm. We have victory. We have motion. Maybe so that people can go in and out the back door freely. Because the front door, that puts you on Front Street. You don't want to be on Front Street. The Three of Swords in reverse. Okay. So this, I get the impression, the first thing that comes to me is because of her bad heart, okay? She may have had to be carried by more than one person. And temperance in reverse. Yep, there's a load. Okay, I can't, oh, these cards get spooky. It was a load. And what do you need to carry a load? You need to use both your hands. Hmm. So there's a good chance that she was carried out that back door. There you go, the devil. Okay, the devil is in reverse. So some type of recovery. Oh, and there's King Pentacles, and he is over the victory. He's under the victory card. Huh. Let me see. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. The devil in reverse in the Nine of Cups. Let's see. The Queen of Cups. The Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups talks about fulfillment and success. Okay. So there was a successful, and the devil in reverse talks about recovery. There was a successful recovery. Let's see. The devil in reverse is number 15. Freedom. Okay. So yeah, they needed, yeah, the back door. That was the energy. Freedom. Okay. Because they had a load. Definitely had a load. Okay. And apparently there was some confusion, some conflict. Okay. And the Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay. So there was a lot of confusion about let's see, what was that two of oh, okay. Right here. The Two of Swords. Okay. So there was apparently there was a lot of confusion and conflict going on, okay, with this decision. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, oh. The Queen of Pentacles talks about overindulgence, okay? And here, like I said, confusion. They were high. They might have been high, okay? And we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. There was disharmony. Yeah. I'm on the right track. Ah, the Emperor in reverse. Is that the Popo? That's the Popo. And the Knight of Swords. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. She all up in it. And the King of Swords in reverse. He up in it. Oh, man. They all up in the house. And the overindulgence is going over the King of Pentacles. I mean, of Swords. Okay, in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. Now, the Queen of Cups in reverse talks about doubting, insecure. Okay, but it could also be an emotion, a negative emotion, of feeling insecure. Okay. Uh, oh, and the weakness. Okay. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You know what I just got? I just got that the Emperor, if he was there, okay, he was too weak to do it himself. He was too weak. Okay, so they're going to need more than one person, okay, to get Miss Nancy out. So we can't do all this at the front door. So let's go to the back door and prop it open where we're not going to be seen. Oh, okay. So we'll see. There you go. See how that clicked? See how that clicked? Okay. And the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Now, the Seven of Pentacles talks about an investment. This woman right here is someone who is the Queen of Swords in reverse. I believe this is someone who is greedy. This is someone who is selfish. So there's something about investments. I wonder, okay, someone talked about her house, her property. I wonder, okay, I don't know for sure if the property is the investment that was being looked at here and trying to recover from being left out in the cold. Loss. Yeah, this is regret. And I think the regret over this person is probably in law enforcement. This person could be in law enforcement too. It may be more than one person, okay? Or they could be in a position of leadership, but in different departments or different careers of leadership. The Five of Cups is loss and despair, okay? And the Ace of Wands is in reverse. Yeah, he was weak. He couldn't do the carry out the action. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. There's some selfishness, some greed going on. And the Five of Swords is the conflict that apparently the land is hanging over conflict. So there's some conflict about investment. Whatever the investment is, there's conflict. There's disagreement. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. What goes around comes around. Okay? So that's the vibe that I'm getting as far as the backdoor issue was concerned. Do I know what door they went out of? No. But the vibe, we're asking the energy about the back door, and it was somebody could not do it by themselves. They could not carry her out by themselves. Okay. So if they had not two people, maybe they threw her over the shoulders. I don't know, and carried her out and left the back door wide open because they no longer needed it. Or maybe they were going to take her in, take her out, brought her back in, okay, and said, let's take her out of the back door, but then there would have been a blood trail, okay, supposedly, if she was bleeding. So I don't know. Maybe I'm getting that too is maybe it could have been put there by the perpetrators, or when they decided to change their mind, they said, oh, at a last minute thought, leave it there. They'll think we went out the front. And that's what they thought. So everything's alleged, and I'm just painting a scenario that could have happened, and you can't doubt it, okay? Because we all had those last minute changes, and yeah. And then you got to remember too is, well, we don't see blood here, blood there. Well, you got to remember you're carrying a load, so you cannot move that fast if you're carrying dead weight, so to speak. See what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to move that fast. Even if you turn around and change your mind, you're not trying to swing around because she was she was short, but she wasn't thin. Okay. That's the vibe I'm getting. Oh, that was a lot. The front door was closed. Okay. Now, that is subject to change with the way this story goes, but the front door was closed. The back door was left wide open. So here's the thing about that. Okay. You got to remember you're on Front Street. You don't want to leave the front door wide open on Front Street. Now, you can leave the back door open, which is fenced or fenced in. But the front door was not fenced. There's no fence around the front of the property. The only thing with that, the only problem that presents Durant is the fact that the blood has not been stepped in or manipulated. See what I'm saying? That's just cleanly dropped blood. So if there was a struggle and she's bleeding, believe me, it would show up in the blood. Let's ask that question. When will Nancy be found? Okay. I forgot my seasons, but we'll 4 cards. When will Nancy Guthrie be found? When will Nancy Guthrie be found? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. When will she be found? Nancy Guthrie. When will they find Nancy Guthrie's body? At the bottom of the reading is the 7 of Wands. Oh, the Magician. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky. And the Fool. Oh, my. 4 Swords. And the Knight, 9 of Swords in reverse. Oh, wow. It doesn't look like she'll be found anytime soon to me. Hello, Elizabeth. Right. But the problem with the blood, the thing what they have about the blood is that the blood appears to be, there was no interference with the blood. There's no interference with the blood. I just said when she'll be found. It doesn't, not anytime soon. Okay, we got the Magician, the Fool, the 4 of Swords, and we have the 9 of Swords, and we have the Moon. She's being hidden. 8 of Cups in reverse. And the Sun in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles. What's the Ace of Pentacles? And this Ace of Pentacles has the mountains, okay? I don't know if you can see the mountains in the background, up in the clouds, the forest there. That's where she'll be found. Let me see. What season is the Ace of Pentacles? Winter. The Ace of Pentacles is most commonly associated with winter. Okay? Thank you, Elizabeth. Okay, so that's what it's saying. The winter. Well, let's ask, okay, if have they found a perpetrator? Can you tell us if someone has been found, um, if the perpetrator has been found in the Nancy Guthrie abduction case? Do they have a suspect? Nancy Guthrie case, do they have a suspect? What can you tell us? What do you want us to know? Have they found a suspect? Do they have a suspect in the Nancy Guthrie abduction, kidnapping, and missing persons case? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Well, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. The Three of Swords talks about letting go. Ooh. I wonder, is this three people they let go? Oh, let's look with the let's see what the purple veil, the violet veil has to say about the Three of Swords in reverse. Mm-hmm. Sadness, grief, and trauma. Okay. In reverse, time to move on, forgiveness. Three of Swords. This talks about not coping in a healthy manner. Okay. So this has to do with health, not healthy. Okay. And it also is a call to move on. Wow. It's like that. Ace of Pentacles. Well, seems like there may be some opportunities now. The ambition is there. We got the Three of Cups. Oh, 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 oh. They go to King of Swords in reverse. Oh, There's the King of Swords. Now he's facing celebration. Okay, Which represents friendship, community, and happiness. So this is the community celebrating. Ace of Swords in reverse. Talks of, oh, oh. So they're not clear. So there could be a miscommunication or there could be a delay. It's hidden. Okay. Okay. The feeling I'm getting is that they have their eye on this gentleman right here, but they're delaying it. They're keeping it a secret. Okay. For whatever reason, they're holding it a secret. Especially if this is, which, like I said, is everything's alleged: police corruption, leadership corruption. This person is corrupt, and he's in a position of leadership, or was in a position of leadership. So they have to be quiet. Okay, they have to keep it hidden because somebody like this would have the knowledge on, okay, how to get away. You see what I'm saying? Not to mention, when they feel that a person may flee or could flee because they don't have enough evidence, okay? Usually when they don't have enough evidence on a person, they'll watch them, okay, secretly. Hence the moon card, okay? So that person won't get an idea to flee. They do that even with the first 48. Okay, so that's where we are. And death is in reverse. So there's an ending. And there's going to be a planned event. Okay, so there's a celebration that's going to go over the event. It may be a celebration of life. Okay, because I have the death card in reverse and the Four of Wands. And Temperance in reverse. This person is impatient. He could also be overindulgent. Okay, yeah. Trying to get away with something. Mm-hmm. And the Seven of Cups, okay? The Seven of Cups is in reverse. So there's some type of clarity. They know something. And then we got the Tower. And the Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's going to be clarity, regret, despair, disappointment with this person right here. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is trying to hide something. Okay? The King of Pentacles is probably giving false information to keep hidden. But he's got despair next to him too. It's going to come slow. We got the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay? There's going to be a decision. They're at a crossroads. Okay? It's a Tower moment. We have the Knight of Swords come charging in. And the Ace of Cups. Oh, yeah. He's going to be overcome with emotions. Okay. Oh, yeah. He's going to be probably pissed. Who knows? Oh. And then we have the King of Pentacles. He's hit rock bottom. Talks about recovery. Okay. But it also talks about rock bottom. And then we have the Page of Wands in reverse. Disappointment. There's going to be judgment. So they need to make a decision on whether they're going to charge this person or what. The Magician. It's got tricks, manipulation, manifesting. Okay. The Eight of Cups in reverse talks about regret. And the Two of Wands talks about a plan. And the Devil in reverse, recovery. So I don't really know whether to say yes or no in this reading, but what I will say is they got somebody, they got their eye on somebody, okay? They got their eye on one person here, maybe two. And that's the guys. I don't see the female in here, but they got their eye on somebody, okay? They're keeping a low key, and there's going to be an opportunity, but they have to make a decision on what they're going to do. Because if this person gets charged and found not guilty, they can't charge him again. See what I'm saying? Okay. So, and this person, if he is in the department allegedly, okay, he would know that. Yeah. I'm going to ask one more question before I leave, okay? Asked this before. but I'm going to ask it again in another context of, are the perpetrators, okay, who abducted Nancy Guthrie, are they making more plans? What is the plans of the people who abducted Nancy Guthrie? Kidnapped, abducted. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Are they making plans? The Six of Cups. Okay. The Six of Cups in reverse. Refusing to let go of the past, back down memory lane, bad memories, okay? The Three of Wands, yeah, in reverse. No. Three of Wands in reverse. Those plans have been canceled. Yeah, the Strength in reverse. Okay, they had plans, but they canceled them. Yeah, the Moon. And the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's a separation, a disagreement. Yeah. And the Sun is in reverse. The Star, excuse me, the Star. Yeah, so there's a loss of hope. So the plans that they had, okay, and not to mention everybody wasn't on board for those plans, okay. So yeah, they lost interest in those. Yeah, let it go. And the Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah. And the World card is in reverse, okay. It's not over. So it's like right now they're too weak to make a recover. To recover, they're too weak. Okay, and this case is not over. Okay, yeah, they're separated and they're trying to get away. They're trying to get away with something. They're hiding something. And then we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so it's a slow process. Yeah, slowly. Now, yeah, they're having setbacks, they're having frustration, okay? Trying to get away with this crime. It's not over, and they're frustrated. And the hot Five of Cups, despair. And the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Something's being worked on, okay? Um, oh, okay. They are trying to gain strength. They're trying to gain strength. They're working on getting courage, okay? They're working on their courage and their strength. And the Ten of Pentacles, okay? It's not over. So, ooh, I wonder, are they working on this family? Still working on this family? They go into jail. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. So we got the financial issues, we got the overindulgence, okay, and we have the frustration. There we go with the Hermit. And the King of Wands in reverse. Oh. So the King of Wands in reverse, okay, will be someone who's vicious and demanding, someone who abuses their leadership. We have the Hermit, but the Hermit is facing away from this person. They may not be looking at him. Maybe. But the Page of Pentacles. Oh, okay. There's disappointment. The family is really disappointed. The family is disappointed. Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Somebody's trying to get away with something. And they are resting, trying to get free of this situation. And we have some form of victory. Let me look. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Talks about empowerment and a new perspective, okay? So someone, okay, who's resting, right, trying to find a new perspective, okay, empowerment, strength, whatever you want to call it, for victory, for action. Do one more row. But we got the Ace of Wands in reverse. And there is going to be a planned event. Okay. The Empress. So there is, yeah, the women are really, which may be Savannah, are really disappointed. They're really disappointed. And we have the Emperor in reverse. That's who's trying to get free. There's death. Death is in reverse. There's an end. There's no beginning. Okay. So I kind of get the inclination that this case will come to an end eventually. But I also get the feeling that eventually that they may try to come up with another plan. They may try to make plan another event, maybe. But the family, there's disappointment. Are you talking about the Emperor in reverse? You can hear the bird. Ah, there's a bird in the tree. The Emperor can represent a loss of control, okay, of somebody in a leadership position, okay. And what else did they say? And Savannah leaking out too much information. The thing about that is they could have got that information. They didn't need Savannah to get it. And what's so big about Savannah? Okay, she's no Taylor Swift. Okay, see what I'm saying? But they could have easily got the information. The information that they got off of the internet was already there. See what I'm saying? Okay, they could have gotten that information. So I don't blame Savannah in the information with the mom. Not to mention, they talk about the bedroom and showing the bedroom. Okay, now I'm trying to tell you, I'm not trying to be funny, but if I was to burglarize somebody, she didn't look like somebody that got a bunch of money to me. Not with the way the bedroom looked. No shade. Chatty Patty go sing like a canary. Okay. My grandfather had a yellow Cadillac. It was called Canary Yellow. Mhm. Yes, I remember that. But I'm getting ready to get off of here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to thumbs up before you leave. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more. Yeah, that's it wasn't. Let me see. Well, see, there's the thing about it. Okay, the information they can pull up your information, my information. Okay, find out where I live, where she lived, what. You know what I'm saying? They all that stuff they can find out. It's not like it's got to be a big secret. Okay, it's not a big secret. So as far as her, it just added to the info maybe that they already had. But the info, and then look at it like this too. The info, what's a text message from? Ooh, McDonald's. Okay. The information that Savannah, that they looked at, they looked on the internet for, okay, was information that Savannah did not give them. See what I'm saying? They had to go to the internet to give it, to get it. Hey, Indiana, thanks for the sub, Nicole. I really appreciate it. Let's before we go, let's see what True Crime got to say. Okay. Before we go, true crime. What can you tell us? What can you tell us about Nancy Guthrie's abduction, kidnap, and missing persons? What can you tell us is going on with this case? Nancy's missing, abducted, kidnapped. What can you tell us? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. That's right. What do you want us to know about Nancy Guthrie abduction? Let's see what true crime has to say. We're going to hear you out. See what you can tell us. What you can reveal on the Nancy Guthrie investigation. Okay, there's a road. How did that song goes? Honey, love the one you're with. Okay, so there's a road. Okay, there's a path. Love. Crime of passion. Now, this crime of passion doesn't have to be love and lust. It's just an emotional thingy. Okay? Egotism. Now, we get that a lot in the cards. Keisha, girl, you see Keisha way out there? Oh, y'all see my cat way out there? See her? Keisha, you hear me calling you, girl? Oh, I'm not talking to you, bird. See how they do me? Okay, so we have egotism, love, crime of passion. We have a cult. Somebody's in a cult. If not everybody, somebody has that cult mentality. Celebrity. Somebody's a celebrity. Somebody's a celebrity. Traveling. Okay? Traveling. Revenge. Somebody is seeking revenge. This card came up before. And the thing about it is, the revenge is, I want to say misdirected, okay? The revenge to me is not toward Nancy. The revenge may be, like it says, crime of passion, may be on an emotional level. And then we have the lies. Oh, don't we know about the lies? Okay. The landfill. There's a cult. Okay. And the landfill. Organized crime. There's an accomplice and a partner in crime. And a hotel and a motel. I think this is somewhere where they stayed. I really do. Somebody was in a hotel or motel. We have something about a child. Okay. And I'm thinking, is it one of the children? There's a boat. Okay. So it's like somebody was dumped or something was dumped. The neighborhood. Ooh, ooh. Now this organized crime is right there in the neighborhood. Ooh, living right next door, so to speak. Everything's alleged, my interpretations, and for your entertainment. Grandparents, older people, seniors. Okay. And this accomplice may be a senior, especially if they retired. We have marriage and wedding. Okay. Caregiver. Oh, oh, oh my. Oh my. Oh, oh my. So we have child lies. We have egotistical, lying child who's the caregiver, allegedly. Oh my. A natural disaster. Oh wow. I gotta go one more. One more. Ooh. Oh, that lined up. That lined up. There's a gift. There's the neighborhood and there's a gift. There's a package. There's a runaway. Assassination and perversion. Oh, a perp. Somebody was watching. Oh, I wonder were they watching the caregiver and dating. This gives me the impression that there's quite a few energies, okay, around this case. It's not just one or two, okay? And I get the impression that there is some type of organized crime in the area, as well as that cult mentality as well in the area. You have various people in the area, various people in the family, okay? So um, we have senior citizens, okay, with the grandparents, okay, running away. We have an accomplice. We have somebody that's dating. That could go with the accomplice, marriage, wedding, okay? So we have a lot of different energies all up in here. A lot of different energies, okay? Don't forget to thumbs up the video, you guys, okay? We have a lot of energies. So there's a lot of stuff going on in that neighborhood. In that neighborhood. And I don't think it's just Miss Nancy being abducted, okay? I think that there's other stuff going on in that neighborhood that people are delving in. Mm. Oh, yeah. Bad juju. Bad juju. So with that said, give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get it up. Okay? But most of all, stay blessed. Bye. As soon as I find my little cursor here. Ooh, it's all over the place. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Oh, bye, you guys. I'm all on the wrong.